outside, not much joy here. Look at this Democrat, Kamala fan, screaming at a toddler in a stroller.
Guys, what would you do if someone screamed at your child, a complete stranger? Because I know my mom, she didn't even let my brothers or sisters yell at me, let alone an actual stranger. What day and age do we live in where we think it's okay to yell at people's children? Regardless of your political views, what side you're on, children are off limits. They have nothing to do with nothing. But it seems as if this young lady in particular took it upon herself to go after a child, screaming and cursing in the child's face. And I'm like, this is nuts. So let's go ahead and see where our society is today.
Outside, not much joy here. Look at this Democrat, Kamala fan, screaming at a toddler in a stroller. What is going on there? People seem to be completely losing their minds.
And the crazy part about it is the dad was like, do you feel ashamed of yourself? Like, is this what you want to be known for, yelling at a child? Like, I am so glad that that father has so much composure, because it would take a lot for me to have that much composure. I would literally be like, Jesus, I need you, because I'm going to have to listen. Y'all, these Kamala supporters, but they be talking about Republicans are immoral and Republicans are emotional and that Republicans are radical. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Republicans are extremists. But that looks pretty darn extreme to me. And this is not the first case we've seen of liberals acting emotionally erratic and just immoral and crazy. This is not the first time.
People were literally losing their minds. And you notice in that video is another kid getting attacked. Like, these poor children, those are the ones that, even though it was the most boring rally, I wanted to walk out. I mean, it just went droned on and on and on. I still felt bad for these poor kids being subjected to this. It was like some sort of cruel, unusual punishment is how I would describe this rally.
We've got the celebrities continuing to come out to support Kamala. You mentioned Beyonce and Kelly Rowlands at that rally. We've had Leonardo DiCaprio do a bit of a rant about climate change. Do you think any of that's going to have an impact?
I mean, I do a little bit, but I would say that a lot of the people at that rally aren't even going to vote. At least of the 30,000 people that were at the Houston stadium, I would say probably a third of them are actually going to go vote. So I don't know. People in Pennsylvania, they need to go vote for Donald Trump because Donald Trump wants to actually, start fracking and make some money. So I don't know, Rita. I'm nervous. The people are behind Donald Trump. The energy compared to New York City and Houston, trust me, it looked a lot better and more organized in New York City. So I think the country is on Donald Trump's side. But if they can, pull some funny business somewhere, somehow fortify it, you just never know. It's going to be a tight race.
Well, you would hope it would. The margin would be too big to fortify, as we like to call it. Now, sticking with celebrities going on rants, the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, the basketball team, Greg Popovich, has launched into a anti-Trump rant that's been described as deranged. It went on for some time. This is during a pre-game press conference. Let's just have a listen to.
And it's so crazy because they also be sometimes calling Trump deranged, but Trump is really just fed up for real, just like a lot of people is fed up. Because I just really don't understand why people are considering Kamala, and she's been a vice president, so she has some type of authority, she has leadership, she has some type of influence on the way the economy is ran now. And it's so crazy because when it's things that she wants done or the Biden administration wants done, it seems to get done fairly quickly. But when there are things that the people want, it's like, oh, it takes time, and oh, we just want it to be over, and oh, we just want to fix this. Baby, fix it. fix it. You've had so much time to fix it, but you haven't.
Bit of it.
So he's pathetic. He's small. He's a whiner. We all know that. But you wouldn't have him babysit your kids. You wouldn't hire him if you had a small business. You want that man in your business? There's no way. But we're going to vote for him for president?
I'd be quite happy for him to babysit my kids. What do you make of that? And why do they continue to do this? He coaches San Antonio Spurs. They're a Texas team. Do they not have any fear of alienating the majority of their fans?
Well, Greg Popovich has won so many championships that I don't think he's worried about his job security. And it's weird that Greg Popovich, one of the top NBA coaches, and Steve Kerr, one of the top NBA coaches, are so woke and just constantly lecturing their audience, their press conferences. And it has to do with basketball. They're always, when it's a basketball press conference, they want to talk and inject their politics. And they just have Trump derangement syndrome so badly. You would think that these multimillionaires, Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich, would respect somebody like Donald Trump. They might give them tax breaks. But I don't know. They all like to virtue signal, I guess, and they have a lot of guilt. And it stinks because he's such a great coach, Rita. Greg Popovich is really respected in the state of Texas.
Well, I'm not talking about him losing his job, obviously, but surely he must know that he's alienating, or at the very least upsetting, a significant portion of his fans, the fans of the Spurs. And why would you do that? Why would you go on these mad rants? What is the purpose? It's bewildering to me why there's just so little respect for what their fans think. Vote how you want, but
Yeah, I be feeling like people who don't want Trump in office that are like super successful, I be feeling like they done did something wrong, or they done did something that they know they could kind of be like outed for, or whatever the case may be. And I just feel like that they see Trump as an enemy rather than an ally. But Trump has been our president before, so I don't even understand why everybody be just making it such a big issue. Like, he's been our president before, guys. But y'all want Kamala. You really think Kamala is going to do a better job than Trump? And you're a quote-unquote businessman, and you're quote-unquote successful. Something is fishy in the water. Like, something is just not right.
Don't lecture people and go on these, really, he didn't say anything constructive there. It was just hate. Before you go, I just want to play you a little clip of Kamala Harris being heckled at a rally in Michigan. What's interesting about it is just how poorly she handled it. Have a look.
To turn the page on the fear
She looked frightened there. She was looking off stage
was
and
like,
looking for
"What?"
advice. I'm just shocked that she handled something so routine so poorly.
She's too fragile to handle that situation, and Kamala Harris is too fragile to be vice president of the United States, or even president for that matter, if she wins somehow. So she's just a snowflake, like everybody else in their party.
Alex Stein, thanks for your time tonight.
It's crazy because I think sometimes they try to make it seem like that Kamala being a woman is the issue. And she's not an issue, because I probably will vote for like somebody like Candace Owens if she was running for president, because as a woman, I just feel like she's tough, sharp as nails, and can't be backed into a corner. And that's who I want as my president. And I just feel like Donald Trump is better at that. He's better at not being backed into a corner. He's better at not being scared or hushed or quieted. He's better at compartmentalizing. He's better at structuring. He's just better at all of it as a whole. And of course, he's not perfect, guys. Like, nobody's perfect, clearly. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to mess up. But every time you ask Kamala anything about anything, she knows nothing. And she just tries to play that emotional game. And it's given narcissistic, manipulative, deceitful. Let me play you so that you don't see me deceiving you, and let me get that emotional connection with you so that you cannot think clearly. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I've been around people like that. I've, it's no. I see right through Kamala. And so anyways, who you guys think will be better running our country? Put it in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, guys, stay blessed.